start recording.
Whoa, who is
Whoa,
that
what's this?
redhead?
This is Nariko.
Is that Red Sonia?
No. Okay, okay. So I'm just gonna start this up. Finally, video capture. It's a thing that I can do,
Indeed.
and it looks pretty good, I'd
Sony
say.
Computer Entertainment presents.
So this is a game by Ninja Theory. This is their second
That
game
sounds
ever.
familiar.
Yeah, they did Send You a Sacrifice.
It's in the Havoc engine.
Yep, the same engine that runs Sonic T Hedgehog '06.
Yeah, this is made a year later.
Yeah.
I'm still pissed that my Xbox red ringed.
Oh, Red Ring. I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, no, I thought I told you that's what its problems have been.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even know that. Oh shit.
The thing's 20 years old.
So is this PS3?
The PS3 is not 20 years old.
Yeah, fair enough.
The PS3 is
2006.
17.
Fair enough.
17 years
Oh,
old.
so you have the mystical Xbox that's older than everything. Oh, I see. All right, we're gonna do normal
Okay.
mode.
Oh yeah, no, the Xbox is only 18 years old, not
Yeah, so I have
20.
to override my save progress, but nothing is lost.
I would have just made a new profile on the console specifically for
This
streaming.
game can be beat in like 4 hours. We are missing nothing.
Yeah, okay. Ah, the Fire Horse, also known as Rapidash.
Cranking up the game volume a little. Realized it was a bit low.
Yeah,
Thankfully,
I
this
guess.
game has subtitles.
Oh yeah, I feel like the border around the subtitles could be a little thicker.
Yeah, I bet. So when this game came out, it was compared a lot to God of War.
Nice.
Specifically since God of War came out, like, very soon.
And when Senua's Sacrifice came out, it was compared a lot to God of War.
Everything is always compared to God of War, let me tell you.
Yeah. I don't see why people compare it to God of War. There's just a person with two swords hooked to chains on their wrists.
Oh,
Fighting
super style attack. So this says that classic thing where it's like you begin at the end.
Oh, it does media res.
Yeah. They explain it because the entire menu is basically you'll get there. We're closing in.
Was flickering in and out. Did you see that?
It does that a bit. This is the opening. Again, mind you, there's like 5,000 enemies on screen.
I know. I can see that.
The sword was forged in heaven for a deity. Oh.
Oh no, it's getting riding up the thing.
Yeah. So this is a story written by the daughter of Terry Pratchett.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is a pretty good game story, I'm not gonna lie. I like it.
Yeah. I don't see how people could compare it to God of War. All it has is a protagonist who's wielding glowing red swords hooked to chains that burn tattoos all over the body.
I mean, that's just like visual. The rest of it, the gameplay, is very much not God of War.
I know, I was making jokes.
Fair enough. Besides, I think Naruko is a lot cuter than Kratos.
Ugh. It went up her nose.
And into her eyeball, did you see that?
I did, but that's not as horrifying to me as in the nose.
It goes all over her. That's her entire body that's being consumed.
Yeah.
The gods seldom listen. Ooh.
Oh, how metal.
change this.
Here's our game menu.
So, you're probably wondering how we got here.
Her hair is physics-based, by the way. That's the physics engine at work.
Why have you taken me now? Please.
This is one of the first games to use, like, major mocapping.
Yeah.
Let me go.
It's probably one of the first games to have a female character with long ass hair. That isn't just a single polygon.
Answer me.
Remember for the longest
I
time,
am not
up
ready
until
to
like
die.
2010, 2000. Actually, no, even after that, because like, oh god, I don't even know when they started giving women like long flowing hair. It was definitely like the mid to late 2010s.
All right, here's where we start. Chapter 1, The Art of Battle.
Ah, yes, Sun Tzu.
Oh, that's The Art of War. 5 days ago.
Ah, yes, Kratos.
We're not making it past 5 days. I want you to know that.
Yeah.
King from a distant country
Oh god.
seeks the heavenly sword.
They should call the. Wait, what's this character's name, by the way?
As a symbol
Naruto?
of his dominance over
Yeah, they
my
should call it Naruto's very bad, no fun, no good week.
land. Bohan has hunted us for months.
Look at that
He is
ogre.
relentless. My people
Bohan is played by Andy Serkis.
Nice.
He was
Oh.
involved in a lot of the motion capture for this game.
That girl with like the makeup kind of reminds me of the. Oh, what was that one? It was a game by Rare shortly after they were purchased by Microsoft with the shapeshifter. You played a shapeshifter that
Cameo?
turned into. Yeah, Cameo. Was it like Cameo Secrets of the Elements or something like that?
Elements of Power.
Elements of Power.
The fact that I know
Yeah.
this better than you do is both scary and impressive to my ADHD and autism.
Hey, look. My knowledge of Rare is for their golden era, not their downfall.
Well, you'd be shocked, but that game comes from their golden era.
No.
Dun dun dun! It was in development alongside Banjo-Kazooie.
Well, the thing is, the golden era specifically refers to their time up until.
So I have
the
some camera
Microsoft
control here. It's not useful at all.
Yeah, it looks a bit not good.
Yep. So I have the longsword right now, which is the lamest weapon. I'm not gonna lie.
Boo. You know what I think would be fun to play at some point now that you got PlayStation going on?
Oh, what is it?
Either Silent Hill Downpour or Silent Hill Homecoming.
Shockingly, neither of those games are available for sale anymore, so why bother?
Oh, I know
So,
where I can get them, but I need a PlayStation 2.
fair enough. So here's how here's something interesting. The blocking of this game is not done by pressing a button. You just stop pressing buttons.
Ooh, that would make me uncomfortable.
It's an auto block as long as you have the right colored stance.
Oh.
Since
so
we're at the
stance-
start of the game, we only have the one stance, which is speed stance.
But it'll get more complicated later on.
Yes, when they add in
Oh.
the Heavenly Sword, which adds more stances.
So it's like that one game with the gauntlet that you had to fight the things with the specific colors. Oh, what was that game?
I'm trying to remember, and I cannot recall.
I know I played a game by the same people. Oh, it was Castlevania Lords of Shadow.
Oh, you're thinking about Mercury Steam.
Yeah, I recently played a game on the channel from them,
Okay.
Metroid Dread, which you were not able to join us for.
Even if I'd wanted to, I wasn't available.
Look, I wasn't like harsh on them. I had criticism, yes, but overall my review was more or less positive.
I will say this: your attitude towards that game has chilled a lot after you've gone through it
Well-
like twice.
Oh no, I played it like 8 times.
Yeah.
But no, the reason why my initial response was bad was I was playing on Switch Lite, which the dodge window on the Switch Lite, or maybe on my particular Switch Lite, is not nearly as good as it is on a regular Switch. Like once I started playing on the Switch with an actual controller, it wasn't as its parry system wasn't as bad.
So I just found a health pot in case you're curious. That's what those little red pots are.
I see.
Let me see if I can find another one. Nope. And as you can see, the camera adjust is not very useful.
They really want you to focus on something in particular, probably.
Yeah, okay.
But my main criticism of Dread still stands that the enemy were a huge misstep and not handled as best as they probably should have been handled.
You can tell this is written by the daughter of Terry Pratchett. When the dialogue is, he was my tutor first and my father second. I tease. I know that a lot
I
of
know.
like children of famous celebrities, especially famous writers, don't always,
Have the best parental relationship.
yeah.
But I think that Terry Pratchett had a good relationship with his kids.
I would not be surprised. He seems to be one of those guys who just sort of made it work.
Oh, no, I love Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. I am excited for the next season of Good Omens.
You never saw any of the of Sandman, did you?
No, I didn't. It's on my... I have a list of things I am going to watch. I only just made it to Better Call Saul, like, last night.
You were always adamant that you had no interest in that, and now that you're on another Breaking Bad kick, you're like, I'll watch Saul.
Yeah. Well, it's just because... I've watched Breaking Bad a total of 3 times now. And this time around, I was like... Because the first time around, like, I was just watching it blind. Second time around was like, you know, just checking it out. And this time around, I was actually, like, thinking about the character. Because I also was... At work, I listened to a few retrospectives. And, like, Mike and Skylar are the only sensible people in the entire show. And that is only reinforced in Better Call Saul with Mike in particular. You know, Skylar's not exactly in the first 2 seasons.
Oh, did you get to the episode with
I just finished the baseball, or I just finished the episode where it ended with him faking a video of the guy sitting on pie to get him out of trouble with the law, because, you know, he was a drug dealer who was an idiot that bought a very expensive car that he had no means of, that on paper he should have no means of obtaining. You know, the exact same thing Walt did.
It happens.
God. I am still pissed at how people treated Skylar, like how the fandom treated Skylar and her actress.
It
They
happens.
sent her death threats.
Oh my goodness, not surprised. They send that to like every single actress in like a big series that's like sensible
Yeah.
and tells the protagonist to stop being a dummy.
Yeah, like multiple times she has to tell Walt, on paper we are poor. You can't be buying $300 wine bottles. You can't be buying a new Dodge Challenger because the government will notice. And the only thing worse than being caught dealing drugs, the only thing worse than being caught being the biggest meth dealer in the United States is being caught not paying taxes. It's true
True.
though.
True.
That's how they get like
That's how they got Al Capone.
exactly. That's Al.
Oh, here's the second main character I get to play as.
Oh, what's her name?
Kai. Her name is Kai. Her gimmick is, and I am not kidding you.
Is she like a human pet?
No. Her gimmick is motion controls.
Oh no.
You've had your playtime. It's Kai's turn now.
Alright, let me get into position. Alright. Stop Bohan's forces from reaching the fort. I have to fight anybody I fail to kill, so...
Yeah.
In case you're wondering, the crotch is the easiest place to shoot in the entire body.
We should play Sniper Elite at some point.
Fuck. Fuck.
Oh, you got someone's head.
No, I missed. There we go. You know you hit him when, like, blood spurts out. Fuck.
Oh.
Oh. This one is really hard because it's, like, hard to see in the dark.
Yeah.
Where?
I see.
There we
the
go. Ah, fuck. It's the motion blur.
Yeah.
There we go. Right in the arm. Thank you for dodging into that one.
Yeah, you're curving the bullet. Somebody call Morgan Freeman and Angelina Jolie.
I can after-touch the bullet. Oh, they're coming from that direction. Ah, fuck.
Ooh, right in the dick.
It is easiest to hit people in the dick.
Ah. I should watch Wanted again.
There we go.
'Cause
My
that was a
aim is
real-
getting better now, you can tell.
My ex misses me, but her aim is getting better. Ooh.
So once you get, like, really good with the motion controls, it's, like, really easy to hit stuff. I am not good at the motion controls. I pity anybody who is.
Ooh.
There we go.
Ooh, right in the neck.
Dang it, I missed one.
There's one, yeah, there's one right below you.
I'll just have to kill him when he breaks in. Oh, they're coming in from that side. Multiple of you fuckers? Oh, seriously. That's just not cool.
So rude.
Do you know how hard it is to, like, see off to the side in, like, early PlayStation games? Ah, fuck.
Oh, you missed quite a few.
Don't worry.
I feel like they should go through the bodies.
Yeah, probably. Don't worry, I just have to kill them manually when I play as Nariko again.
Okay. It's only 9 people.
Yep. Intercept the remaining soldiers. This is how they like train you on this kind of thing. They give you like the easy enemies first, and then they start ramping it up.
I mean, that's typically how you do it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh man, I saw a post today that was just absolutely destroying Aaron Hansen's credibility in regards to his opinions about video games.
Oh god. As if he
'Cause they
doesn't do
make-
that enough by playing Game Grumps.
No, that's what the point was like he built up his channel on talking about flaws in game designs and what they should have done, especially in like combat and tutorials and stuff. And then in Game Grumps, it turns out he just sucks at the game because he ignores tutorials and shit.
Fair enough. Aww. Sisterly love.
I think, and I'm gonna say this as someone who does not kiss the very ground that Ocarina of Time shits on, okay? I don't think it's the best Zelda game. I think that it has serious flaws. However, while the Game Grumps Let's Play does have a lot of funny commentary, the actual gameplay itself is extremely frustrating to watch.
No surprise.
And seeing how Aaron plays the game makes his sequelitis on it, which was like his biggest sequelitis episode.
I see my father.
It kind of like
In my dream,
shows-
I see my father. Oh. This is serious. Keep an eye on this one. This is important.
oh no, gonna kill someone.
Raises the sword above his head. I try to call out to him and tell him to stop, but the sword strikes down.
So, how much have you been paying attention to Nariko's relationship with the people of the village around her?
They want her dead, but can't kill her for reasons, I'm guessing.
It wasn't a dream.
So,
The
I'm
sword
pretty sure the game's already
was
covered
there.
this.
And
But
my life
there is a
changed
prophecy
forever.
that a son is going to be born of the village chief who will wield the heavenly sword and save them all. He does
And
not
is
have any
she-
sons, he only has daughters.
Yeah. She's gotta
Specifically
pull a
Nariko.
Mulan.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, join
Yeah.
Shen at the top of the fort. So, I've been given the heavenly sword. I cannot use it.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't even think that. So one of Aaron Hansen's main complaints about the Ocarina of Time combat is the waiting, and yes, there is some waiting, but it's not as bad as he makes it out to be. Because seeing how he plays, he doesn't even do things like crouch stab or stun the enemies with the fucking Deku nuts or shit.
So he just sort of wails at him, huh?
Yeah, he just sort of wails at them until he gets a hit, or just stands there and waits.
Find you again. I promise.
Alright, so what's going on is I have to hold off the army while the village people escape. And
Oh, are they gonna sing YMCA?
I wish.
Oh yeah, the village people. Oh, Graps. Question.
Yes.
Do you have Assassin's Creed 2?
No, I do not.
Ah, damn.
So here's my situation when it comes to like the PS3. I originally had an Xbox,
Yeah,
and what ended up happening is
Red Ring.
no. My brother took it with him to university, and his fat fucking friend stole and then sold it.
Oh, I hate that.
God, you have to be precise with this thing.
Yeah, you gotta hit the red. I don't. You know what this makes you want to watch?
Wanted?
I mean, yes, but also Kung Fu Panda 2.
Oh yeah, very much. I get those vibes entirely.
Kung Fu Panda 2 is great. I am cautiously optimistic about Kung Fu Panda 4.
That's fair.
Because DreamWorks has had a decent run of movies lately.
Dang it. Okay.
And the Kung Fu Panda series hasn't had a bad movie yet, so it's already doing better than Shrek. Because if you remember, Shrek had a bad movie.
Fair enough.
You know, Shrek the Third.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying much. I have to concentrate really hard for this since it's motion controls.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm doing my best to fill the air.
Thank you.
One of the things that I really, really am hoping they don't do in Kung Fu Panda 4 is I'm really hoping they don't push a relationship between Tigress and Po. I like them just being friends. I also hope they don't like introduce a character to. I don't want Po to have a love interest.
That's fair.
'Cause
There we go. The army is destroyed.
I don't think it fits his character.
And remember, if you see catapults, head east and don't stop running.
Why does that guy sound like vaguely Irish?
Alright, so now I'm basically just blowing up enemies.
The people getting a big crowd.
Pretty much.
Ooh, that was a nice one.
So this game has like a massive amount of enemies, and that is like the thing that separates it
Oh,
from like
that was,
any
like,
other.
a lot. Yeah, this kind of shit wasn't like. There wasn't like this number of characters on a screen at once until like Assassin's Creed, because Assassin's Creed had to make like a specific engine to have the games handle so many people on screen. You know, entire crowds of people.
Oh, I
which
don't
is
need
why
aftertouch. I can just spam.
Oh yeah, that's probably better. Sploosh. Kaboom! 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 Sploosh. Don't worry, they made it to Disneyland. I can see their parachutes. When he gets up, tell them that it was a blank. Don't worry, I stabbed him with my trick knife.
When that bozo stands up, let him know that was a pop gun.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's the one I was thinking of, not let him know it was a blank.
You're thinking about One Piece.
Well, I started thinking about the parody of that kind of censorship that was in Futurama when President Nixon was having to like on the fly censor their version of G.I. Joe, which was extremely bloody and gory.
Oof.
And then that made me remember the One Piece edits and stuff.
Alright, time to make a run for it. I can't hold the fort any longer. Oh, I got comments. Noble Cooper says, you have to 6-access. First Shrek had that awesome combat.
Now I have to get away.
Yeah, 6-accessing is hard.
The sword is lost, and the clan
So
secrets
the reason Sony did the whole 6-axis thing is because Nintendo popped out with the fucking Wii, and Sony is like constantly insecure about itself.
Well, to be fair, they have. It's understandable that they have a beef with Nintendo, considering, you know, how the PlayStation came into existence.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, like, the thing is, I don't want to suck Shigeru Miyamoto's dick, but Nintendo has, since the 90s, been at the forefront of innovation in video games. Like, the Nintendo 64 was like if you compare it to the other 64-bit
Oh,
console.
here's
like
another
the
thing I can
Jaguar-
do. Give me a second. Give me a second. I can throw weapons.
Oh, nice.
If I
If you
can
could-
get a body, I can throw bodies too.
Was it the Jaguar that was 64-bit?
There we go. Ah, dang it. I don't know.
I'm gonna double check. They don't want to be spouting misinformation.
Did you know that Shigeru Miyamoto has 5 hands? Did you know
Yes.
that?
Okay, yes. Jaguar was the first 64-bit game system. However,
It had no
it
games.
looked well, and the games it did have didn't really make use of the 64. It wasn't even actually 64-bit. It just had two 32-bit processors, and it claimed that it made it 64-bit. But the thing is, what like the best example is
Oh,
one
comic
of
book
its-
stuff. You see that?
Yeah, reminds me of the
Come on,
Hulk
come on.
2003.
Seriously.
One of the
Come on,
games
come on.
was like,
Let me. I wanted to throw like a disc at people, but like they were just too aggressive.
yeah, maybe some other time. But yeah, the console looked worse than like Star Fox. There was one game that was you could easily compare to Star Fox because it's quote unquote 64-bit games were basically wireframes. And then Nintendo came out with the Nintendo 64, which actually made use of the fact that it was 64-bit and a 3D console, like a full, like an actual 3D console, and that brought video games into the jump into 3D.
Come on, seriously. Let me throw a corpse. Throwing weapons deals more damage than like comboing people, but the problem is it's like clumsy to do in combat.
Yeah. And then Nintendo had the Wii, which brought motion controls into the cultural zeitgeist.
There we go. I'm gonna throw this disc at the next enemy to pop his head in.
Like I know that Nintendo didn't
Seriously, don't
like. I know Nintendo didn't like create these things, but they are what popularized these things, or at least were the first ones to actually make it viable, consumer friendly, and actually viable.
Well, if it isn't the underdressed angel.
Didn't even let him finish.
He doesn't deserve to finish whatever he was about to say. He's a mook. I'll fight like 50 of him in the next 5 minutes.
He's just a nameless henchman.
He's not even a henchman. He's a hench dude.
God, I love the Austin Powers trilogy. I love the third one where it's like you don't even, you're just a henchman. You know how many henchmen I've killed? You don't even have a name tag.
Just
and
lay
the henchman-
down.
Yeah, just lay down. And he fucking does.
Probably the sensible thing to do. I'm gonna be honest.
Absolutely. You saw what happened to the henchman that Austin Powers went up against.
Look at these dudes. These guys had the bravery to go up against me after I just like blew up 700 people in the set piece previous.
Well, you see, you don't have a cannon anymore.
I'm running in with no armor on. What does that tell you? Supreme confidence.
Yeah. Look, if you're going up in a war and you see a person wielding a giant sword and no armor, that's the person to be afraid of. It's
the inverse law of armor to power level. The more armor
Oh,
you
yeah.
have, the weaker you are, unless the armor is bigger than your entire body.
no, even then, because yeah, no, because a person who doesn't wear armor and is leading the charge doesn't need armor.
That's just the myth of Achilles. But he still
Yeah.
wore armor, so what do I know?
No, no, you see, it's 7 in 1 blow. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I would hope so, since you're the one that told me about that story.
Multiple times, actually.
I know, and this is the only time
Oh.
I've been the one to remember.
Finally, somebody sensible. I ain't sticking around here.
Don't go after him. You don't need to kill him.
No, I do.
Oh. Why did you have to ring the gong? Oh,
Why do you have
lock
to
the door.
inconvenience me? Oh, fucker. I was gonna throw that barrel at his head.
What happened to running?
He didn't think I could throw swords like spears.
Yeah, no, he should just hit the gong and kept running.
Yeah, you're never gonna catch me. You're never gonna get me.
No, no, it's played like a horror movie. He like runs, turns the corner, and catches his breath. He's like, "Okay, I've locked every door behind me. There's no way she can." And then he turns around and she's just slowly walking towards him.
Oh, seems like I'm not getting away that easily.
Don't worry, there's stuff you can throw at these people. That's a big axe.
Oh no, they caught the dad.
Oh.
Such a heavy sword for such a fragile creature. Come, child.
I love Andy Serkis.
He's great.
He is great.
The sword away from here. The line must not be broken.
Perhaps I'm not making myself clear. I have something of yours, and you have something of mine.
I just zoom in on him.
I love Andy's. They mocap the face, right?
That is mocap, yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad. That is why I love Andy Serkis.
They have taught me that everything comes
I feel
to
sorry
he
for the
who
Golem
waits,
game.
quicker yet to he who takes.
Redfall was supposed to be the worst game of 2023, and then Golem came out.
Oof.
No, that wouldn't be wise. That wouldn't be wise at all.
Oh. I'm not giving him the sword.
Lifetime.
He's taken the sword to the face.
You stand alone and you see it all so clearly. To save my father's life, I betray his whole reason for living. I know it's death I'm holding now.
So the heavenly sword kills whoever
Never have
holds
a
it.
choice.
Nice. I'm always a fan of weapons that drain the vitality of its users.
Yep. Alright, time to master the heavenly sword. Alright, I got speed stance, which is the 2 blades. I got
Yeah.
power stance, and I got range stance.
I love range.
Alright, so check that out. I'm gonna give this a few spins.
I love weapons on chains.
Ooh, I wonder if I can do a power move. Please let me do a tier 3 power move. I want to show that off so badly.
What is your favorite kind of weapon?
I am fond of the ones that kill you after a period of time. Just for the drama, you know?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of, like, scythes on chains. I love scythes and I love chains.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I can get a tier 2 out of this, but if I get a tier 3, that would be beautiful.
I think my favorite kind of weapons are ones that are like slim and elegant. You know, not like big bulky swords, but like a very classy rapier.
That's fair. That has its, you know, its fans.
Yeah, because the big bulky stuff, like that stuff, yeah, that looks cool, but whenever like they're usually wielded by someone who is equally bulky, and whenever someone draws a rapier, they're usually like a stick and can hold their own against entire mobs of people, which I like. It's basically the idea of all that raw power condensed into a single thin point.
Then you might
That is
like
what I like.
Bleach, because that's one of the gimmicks of their sword.
I know. I've seen Bleach. I know that he goes from having a big bulky ass sword into a katana. It goes, and the katana is so much more powerful.
Oh.
I watched Bleach back when it was new on Adult Swim.
Shocking.
I watched it on a.
Okay, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do a tier 3, so I'm just going to have to beat the shit out of this guy the normal way.
Alright.
Oh, of course, yeah. I don't get the other tiers until late game. Okay.
Okay.
You can see because the weapon wheel is closed off.
Yeah, it's
The
unfinished.
curse of just starting a new profile.
Yeah. That was one of the reasons why we stopped our Tears of the Kingdom playthrough, because going from having everything to having nothing kept throwing us off,
That's fair.
and also because the footage started glitching out like crazy at the end because Biddy's capture card was being not good.
Look at how Naruto can just hover in the air.
Oh yeah. Can you juggle people?
You can. It's a bit more difficult.
Yeah, okay.
So one of the main criticisms of this game that I just don't get is people are like, it doesn't have a jump button. It doesn't need a jump button.
Yeah, it doesn't need a jump button. This is basically a Dynasty Warriors game.
I mean, a jump button would be nice, but that's like unnecessary, you know? Not every game needs a jump button.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're getting stuck on terrain all the time to justify the need for a jump button to exist, you know?
Yeah, so far we've seen you fight in big open areas.
Alright. Gonna have to go do this the hard way. Okay, fuck off.
I recently got my sister the God of War 2018 because it was recently released on Steam.
Oh, it's been released for a year.
Well, it's like half a year.
A period of time.
Well, it released last December, I think.
It was released before Ragnarok was. You're thinking about Ragnarok's release date.
Ragnarok's not on Steam.
I mean, yeah, Ragnarok's not on Steam, but Ragnarok came out in November last year, and it didn't have a Steam release yet.
Yeah. Anywho, so my sister didn't even know that that God of War got a soft reboot.
Yes,
so-
Dad and Boy.
Yeah, no, so she she messaged me on Discord like, "Oh hey, God of War's on Steam. I think it's an HD remake or something." I was like, "Are you talking about the reboot? Are you talking about the sequels?" And it's like, "No, it's just God of War." And like, yeah, that's the God of War. It's a soft reboot. It takes place it takes place a long time after the third game, where he moved to the Netherlands, or not the Netherlands, Scandinavia, and got married, had a son, and then it starts with building a funeral pyre for the wife, and the whole quest is getting her ashes to the tallest mountain. Because you know that's stated in the opening scene.
Oh, she's hurling herself off a bridge because she's gonna die anyway. So,
Yeah, might as well.
she's kind of ghosting on the chance that because the sword has already claimed her, it's not letting anything else kill her yet.
Oh, she's taking advantage of the Final Destination rules.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not her turn to die yet. It's like it's like if someone tried to kill you after you watched the Ring from the tape. The tape from the Ring.
Yep. Something else has already made a claim to that soul.
Yeah.
Is she talking to the sword or is she talking to the player? Ooh.
I'm going to guess that this perspective is like the perspective we're watching from is probably the soul of her father.
No, it's the sword. It's specifically the sword.
Oh.
All right, chapter 2, Fearless. We've only been
Fear less? No, fear more.
We've been at this for like 47 minutes. Oof.
Worms.
Oh, this was the demo.
Oh, worm.
Father, where are
That
they?
duck.
Gone.
That is bird.
Dead.
Not dead. Gone.
Is she gonna eat the worm?
Master Shen said I must hide.
And did you?
Yes. No. Well, a bit.
Please, Kai, you have to tell me what happened.
I got bored. I climbed a tree. I saw those soldiers again.
And?
They had Master Shen and some of the others.
Did you see where they were taking them?
Don't eat it. Don't eat the worm. Don't do. Oh. I knew she was going to do that, but I really wish she'd.
So Kai is adopted.
You don't say.
I mean, besides the obvious.
Now
Look how beautiful this city looks.
God.
Not a
What was-
single lava crater in sight.
Was Cybersmith on the writing staff?
And this I know.
What?
Cybersmith is the human pet guy. I was making a joke.
Oh. Oh no, I was making reference to the movie.
Kai,
Huh? What movie?
So there was a Heavenly Sword CGI movie.
you keep
Oh,
watching.
God.
Awful, really bad.
Yeah, I kind of figured when he said CGI movie, and
But-
considering that came out in 2007.
Yeah. So as you can see, all the environments are really pretty with lush greens and like warm browns and stuff.
Vibrant colors.
Yeah, the evil castle in the movie is a lava volcano.
That's so cliche.
And they don't even bother with Andy Serkis.
They don't even get Andy Serkis?
No. It was made on a very small budget from what I understand.
Must have been smaller than the budget of this game. If they couldn't even get Andy Serkis.
Andy
What is
Serkis
this?
ain't cheap.
Yeah, I know. And this game got Andy Serkis. That's what I was saying. It must have had a smaller budget than the game.
Probably.
God. You know what video game movie was good though?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, but also I was going to say the Mario movie.
Oh, the 1993 one? It's beautiful, I know.
Yes, but also the 2023 one.
Oh, okay.
I rewatched it this morning at like
Okay.
5 in the morning. Filmento recently did a video on it, actually.
Oh, here we go. Wind stance.
Hell yeah, you just turned that guy into a kebab. You washed that guy.
So I played this game when it came out years ago, when I was
I would
a
assume
teenager.
so if it was when it came out.
So I played this game when I was a teenager, and I will say this, it still holds up.
Oh, looks like it. I can tell from your voice that you're having a blast.
It's a very short game too, which is what I feel is like its one real issue.
Yeah. You know what? After I'm done with Dark Souls, I'm thinking I want to play Bayonetta, the first one,
Go for it.
because I like Bayonetta, and I know that we tried to do Bayonetta on the channel before, but we couldn't get it to record properly. But I have it on Switch, so we'll do the Switch. Bayonetta was the game that I played the shit out of.
That's fair.
As a
I
teen.
never did any of the Rodan fights. I don't have the patience to grind the same levels 50 times.
Oh, no, it's actually really fucking easy. You can get a million, halos. I think it's 1,000,000.3 halos, in the temperance fight.
Oh, fair enough.
If you do it a very specific way, but the specific way is incredibly easy. It's basically keep getting a chain combo going from the start of the fight to the end of the fight.
Mm.
Yeah. I beat Rodan back when we had it on Xbox. I have not beaten Rodan on the Switch version.
In case you're curious, there is a recovery move, and it is tied to the 6-axis, which is why you're not seeing it much.
Rippy.
Yeah, I am not waggling my arms and limbs about just for the so I can do a kickflip when I get back up, you know?
Yeah. God. I think Nintendo should put Wii games onto the Switch as like either a Wii collection or just sell them for $5 each.
Oh, fuck.
Like they did with Game Boy games on the DS shop. Because like I would play Metroid Other M if I had access to it.
That's fair.
The reason why I'm bringing that up is because in Metroid Other M, if you like, you can use the motion controls to replenish your missiles, which may sound good at first, but then you realize that means that any missile upgrade is completely useless since missiles are not necessarily a limited resource that requires grinding. I think that Metroid Other M's story could have worked if it was executed in a different way, because it has the right parts to have a good story, but does not do them in a good way at all. And the biggest reason for that is Adam.
Yeah.
I think
There
it
we
would
go.
have
Did
been.
I kill them all? Is everybody dead? Okay, let me just pick up this. So that's a healing pot, but it's also points, in case you're curious.
I see. Yeah, if they had if they just had it that be that the Federation uh requested some of the various parts of the power armor and for study, and that's why they were at the bottle and have them scattered throughout the bottle ship, then that would have been significantly better than her just not using it because Adam doesn't want her to. God, I hate
So the advantage of range is that it lets you hit everybody in an area, but at the same time, its downside is
it's less damage.
one, it's less damage, and one, you can't block with it.
I see.
None of the enemies that aren't like ranged guys, like these archers, use
Ranged moves.
ranged moves. So naturally, as
But
soon
it's a
as you're
good
in like
crowd
close range
control.
combat,
Yeah, but it's a good crowd control.
oh, it's excellent. I just don't use it as much because like I find the immediate damage output of the other styles to be like just more convenient.
That's fair. If you're gonna have a game where you're fighting a lot of enemies at once, having a good crowd control move is like integral.
I'm
If
gonna
you
be
have,
right
like-
back. Entertain everybody.
Ah. Okay. Well, let's talk about Zelda. Because that's something I am thoroughly knowledgeable about. In Breath of the Wild, there are the divine beasts. There is Valmetto, the bird, the Rito, divine beast. There is Varuda, the elephant, the Zora's divine beast. There is Vanaboris, the camel, the
I
Gerudo
return.
divine beast. And there is
Can we not talk about Zelda?
Breath of the Wild. Nothing Tears of the Kingdom is going to be mentioned.
Cool.
I'm and there's Varudanya, which is the lizard, which is the Goron's divine beast. There's also a fifth divine beast in the DLC, which is a horse.
Oh, nifty.
Yeah, and this person kept trying to argue that it doesn't count as a divine beast, even though in the original Japanese translation is specifically listed as a divine beast. It was a really, really stupid conversation. It was in the Zelda server I'm in where
Boom, there
people-
we go. It takes a few tries, but eventually it's like super easy to get your hands on the motion controls.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they always give you all the time in the world you need, you know?
Yeah.
Oh. This ain't good.
Oh no.
Beware the fox.
Beware the fox, the flying fox. Miles Tails Prower.
Listen to this man. I love this man.
Perhaps you're here looking for your father. I say you might have a troubling time finding all the pieces. Get her. Try not to die too fast. I hate
There we go. You got to see the recovery move right there.
And that goes for all of you.
Yeah.
So you can see all these guys in the background just sort of doing their generic pose, waiting. And that's pretty impressive. This is like a really early PS3 title.
Yeah. Anywho, so yeah, the reason why it was, they're like, oh, what if there was a fifth divine beast? And I was like, there is a fifth divine beast. It's the Master Cycle. It's a horse. And it was like, they were like, motorcycles aren't animals. I was like, it's a motorcycle that looks like a horse. They're like, how do you know it's a horse? The trial, it has an incomplete divine beast, yes, but it doesn't match the layout of a horse. It's like, the divine trial was the engine of the motorcycle, which is shaped like a horse. And I posted a picture of the Master Cycle, and I was like, oh god, no, that's not a divine beast. And they're like, Master Cycle is a divine beast. It's the motorcycle. It's listed with the divine beast. Numa said it's a horse, jokingly. It's not a horse, it's a motorcycle. Where the terminal.
Can we not talk about this? Like, I get this is something you care about, but at the same time, like...
Oh no, I don't give two shits about this person. They were wrong on the internet. So I'm putting them on blast.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Like, they were wrong on the internet, which means they have every right to be mocked and ridiculed.
Needs feeding. Who's going to be next?
I think there's always a time and place for that, you know?
Hey, come here.
Fair enough.
Well, I don't have anything else to talk about.
Wanna be next?
He just killed that guy. He's a bad boss. Know any good bad boss TV trope things?
No, but I have been embroiled in some internet drama involving a very, very horrible boss. Like, I have been following this drama very closely because I am subscribed to.
Oh, it's Illuminati, isn't it?
Yeah, I was subscribed to everybody involved in it. I'm no longer subscribed to her, but I am still subscribed to, you know, the others. Every day, it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Wrong person. I was hoping to hit the tougher enemy.
I did see a hilarious, joke someone made though. It was Illuminati's quickly approaching 1 million subs. Do you think she'll have a 1 million sub special? The joke being that 2 months ago she was at 1.6 million.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Come on. Dang it. I was trying to do the ground takedown.
Yeah. Oh. How many has she lost?
Well, she's approaching
Yeah,
a million, then she lost 0.6 million.
in the last 2 months since it started, she lost about hold on, where is
Level 2 super styles unlocked. Thank
hell
Christ.
yeah.
Alright, let's do this, you saucy bitch.
I don't know how Social Blade works. I don't know how to check to see details, statistics. There we go.
Come on, die already. Bosses block like a mother effer, I'm gonna be honest. Come on, flying fuck. Let me grab you. There we go.
Yeah. She's lost 300,000 subscribers in the last 2 months.
Utterly average. You need
What?
more time.
What a fuck. I need more time. Like, what am I? Roast beef?
I would kill for some roast beef.
Roast beef is pretty good, yeah.
Hey, Scraps.
What?
What's the difference between roast beef and pea soup?
What is the difference between roast beef and pea soup?
You can roast beef, but you can't pea soup.
What's that giant ass bird doing here? You saw that giant ass bird, right? I ain't hallucinated.
It's obviously it's carrying the undead away from the asylum.
Oh fuck.
Rip.
Okay, usually this is not an issue. I'm much better at dodging this shit.
Yeah,
I'm having
sure.
an off day, bitch.
Yeah. I swear this never happens.
I swear it's never this flaccid.
I mean, yes, that is the joke, but I wasn't gonna be like super obvious about it.
Well, now my goal is to build up a level 2 super and unleash that upon the enemy. So give me a moment.
Yeah. I believe in you. I wonder if there's a way to play that one Shrek party game, like multiplayer online.
There's a Shrek party game?
You don't remember the Shrek party game?
No.
Oh, what was it
Clan
called?
believed that guarding the heavenly sword was an honor.
Shrek Ever After?
No, Shrek Super Party.
I secretly
Oh.
imagined that maybe
It was basically
the
Mario
heavenly
Party,
sword
but Shrek.
was just a sword, not
The
some from
heavenly
heaven
sword
below,
is just a
nor
sword.
likely to be
Ooh,
claimed by some
edgy.
grateful deity that would make everything right.
Yeah.
If that was so, then I was not a curse, or any of the other things they called me. This I kept to myself.
I like her internal monologue. Like, she's like, if only the sword was just a sword, then everything everybody else believed about me could also be wrong. That's an interesting way to think about it, you know?
Yeah.
What's she doing here? Damn it, Noriko!
Noriko, there's a trap.
She'd better help herself first.
Walked into an ambush, you amateur.
All right. Defeat the soldiers, free the clansmen. So tell me a bit about your day. How was your Saturday?
Well, I watched Better Call Saul and I played Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh,
I
fair
woke
enough.
up at 4:30. Oh, I also did watch the Mario movie.
4:30 a.m. or p.m.
AM.
Fair enough. I got up early. Went to the Dunkin' Donuts, grabbed donuts. Ran to my brother, who was already there grabbing donuts.
Did you not know that he was there?
So the original plan was that he had a doctor's appointment, so we were gonna have donuts afterwards. So I was getting the donuts, and apparently he thought he was getting the donuts. So
Plot twist: it was your uncle, your uncle's ploy to get double donuts.
well, nobody got. We only got a six donuts, half a dozen. All right, there we go. They're all dead.
Shen is not with us. Bohan is keeping him somewhere else.
All right, Bohan is keeping Shen elsewhere. Ooh, look at that palace. Very pretty.
With every age that comes to pass, there is one born to greatness, sent from heaven to shape the world to a divine vision. I am the one. So where's the sword? General Flying Fox, I will choose to believe that the reason you let it slip through your hands is some elaborate attempt at humoring me, and not because you are an incompetent fool.
I am not a fool, sire.
It's a matter of opinion.
With this voice acting.
Speak. I can smell something.
What's with his hair? Saw that.
Like a rotting
Yeah, I see his hair.
It it was looking like a tilted cartridge, if you know what I mean.
Excuse me!
Poking out of every orifice.
Excuse me! Silence!
is my middle name, sir.
General, understand this. I need protection. There are those who wish to expunge me. How do you do that?
I shall protect you with my best endeavor, sire. And, of course, the right price.
This guy is such a bastard.
Oh yeah.
There's something about that man I don't entirely trust. Dear Shen. You see, my sole purpose is to bring order to the disparate tribes of this land. Would you allow your people to suffer, all for the sake of your silly pagan beliefs?
The facial capture is still impressive.
What would you have me do for you? My most
I hope we at least get to the fight with her, because
The
the
snake
ending of that
lady?
is great.
What do you rip off the snake head?
About calling me that.
I won't spoil it. It's something you gotta see for yourself.
Seeing you blot out the sun each day without being reminded that you sprang
Oh,
from
boy.
my youthful and exuberant loins. Sorry, Daddy.
You know who that guy reminds me of? Now that I've been trying to think of who he reminds me of. You ever play Haunting Ground?
I've never played it, but I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's the character in Haunting Ground that
Diviculus, I think.
that's a big guy reminds me of.
I think it's Diviculus, yeah.
God.
Bring it to me.
Do you think you can get Haunting Ground?
That's a PS2 game.
Yeah, and you have a PS3. It's backwards compatible.
I had the PS3 Slim, I think, which isn't.
Is it on like a PS3 marketplace?
I think the marketplace is closed. I can give it a look.
I'll Google it. Apparently I found an article from PC Magazines that says Sony is not closing the PlayStation Store for PS3 or PS Vita.
Oh, I will check again, because I thought they did eventually.
Well, this was an article from 2 years ago, but it's the first thing that comes up when I ask, is the PS3 store closed? All I can find is articles from 2021 saying the PS3 store is not closing. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, wait. Is it closing in...
I will check again, do not worry. You can tell I'm getting really good at the motion controls, because that would have taken me forever ages ago.
Yeah, I can't find anything other than the stuff in 2021 saying that it's not gonna close.
Okay. Well, thank goodness for that. I will look to see if the Haunting Grounds is on PS3 store or whatever.
Yeah. It's a really good game.
I have a sneeze.
Not the sneeze.
I am familiar with the bad ending of that game, which you get for being mean to the dog.
Yeah, but nobody's ever seen that ending in the history of humanity, because no one's gonna be mean to the dog.
I mean, nobody's seen it unintentionally.
There was a time when I
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I could not bring myself to do it. I can't bring myself to be mean to a dog.
Fair dues.
Yeah.
Look how beautiful this game is. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Absolutely. I think the PS2 and GameCube era, like the PS2, GameCube, Xbox 360 era, had like some of the best horror games.
That's fair. Alright, you excited? I just picked up a rocket.
Hell yeah. Aim it at a mountain to cause an avalanche. Get a body count.
How about that?
You just launched a rocket into some guy's dick.
Multiple people's dicks.
Yeah, well, you hit one person's dick in particular.
True. But he probably deserved it. I'm just saying, if somebody's firing a rocket at you, somewhere down the line, you have screwed up.
Yeah.
I wait a few seconds for him to crowd out again.
Yeah. If I can get my Xbox working again, I'm definitely looking into either Silent Hill Downpour or Silent Hill Homecoming.
I've got 5 rockets left. Oh no, whatever will I do?
Yeah. Oh, so I looked it up. It turns out the stockbroker that Saul cons in season 2 of Better Call Saul is indeed the annoying asshole from the bank that Walt blows up the car of.
Cool. I've not gotten that far.
You're not in season 2?
Nope.
What the fuck?
I've explained why like watching Better Call Saul is difficult for me, despite the fact that I like the show, right?
No, you haven't.
When the show was first airing, I was in an asylum.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I didn't know that was when it came out. Yeah. Fucking love that Spider-Man shit that she just did.
Ah, dang it. Okay, I took that combo. And I want to avoid using my special until like the next one of these.
So that you can do a cooler special.
No, so I can clear out a larger, more obnoxious group of enemies.
I see. God, it's been so fucking hot down here. It reached 105 the other day.
Shoot, I thought you were just an 11.
Ha. Yeah, no, Texas summers are unbearable.
I am familiar. I've never been to Texas myself, but I did grow up down south.
Yeah. Down south where? Like what area?
Georgia.
Yeah. I mean,
It
yeah,
can get pretty
Georgia-
hot down there. It's not a desert, which is the important thing.
Yeah, but Texas is.
True. You hear that
Yeah,
music? It's just going. Yeah. All right, let's throw my shield.
Yeah, Captain America this shit.
So one of the reasons why I did it this way is that if you go the other way first, you can't open that door, which means you have to do the quick time event multiple times.
Oh, that sucks.
So I'm just
you
cutting
hit
out the middleman here.
Could you hit those guys that were waiting by that door that opened?
Yeah, but I want to do my special move on them more.
Yeah, I thought you were waiting for a big group.
That is a big group.
Is? That was like 5 people.
On the side I was just on, yeah. But on this side, there's way more people.
I see. Eat your heart out, David Cage. This is how you do a quick time event. God,
See,
you
more
remember
people.
You remember that one fucking quick time event in Indigo Prophecy? The one where the bugs fall, and like if you successfully do it, he freaks out because bugs are like falling on him, but then it flashed. It turns out there was no bugs there to begin with, so he just looks fucking crazy to the cops. But if you fail the quick time event, he just sits there like nothing's wrong, as these fake bugs are falling onto him, and it flashes back to reality.
That's clever.
Well, maybe the way I'm describing it, but in reality, it looks really fucking stupid. Like, in a hilarious way.
Ooh, we're about to do the boss fight.
So I hate David Cage for a number of reasons. But I
Justifiable
will say,
ones.
yes, very justifiable ones. But I will say the fail states for a lot of the quick time events are some of the funniest shit ever. Especially the one from Heavy Rain, where you're chasing the guy through the market.
I'm aware of that one.
That one's a classic. God. Detroit Become Human was so bad.
You can open?
So in Detroit
Oh,
Become
there we
Human,
go, finally.
in Detroit Become Human, there's a scene where the android girl cuts her hair to give herself that short hair that David Cage has a fetish for. And then, but the thing is, later on down in the game, they remove their holograms, which includes their hair. So what the fuck was she cutting?
That sounds absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It's really stupid. And also the most obvious plot twist ever, which was, you know the big plot twist of it, right?
The little girl is a robot.
Yeah, it's the most predictable shit ever.
Which is stupid, because can a robot love a robot is, like, dumb, but can, like, a robot love a human is, you know, interesting.
Yeah, it kind of fucks up their entire dynamic, because her being a robot means that she didn't actually, like, she was programmed to be a nuisance. She wasn't the kid wasn't a three-dimensional character. She was a robot programmed to be needy. I think there's supposed to be, like, implications that the person that owned these two robots were harvesting their blood to make some of the red shit. Because the robot blood was used to synthesize drugs. That was one of the plot points.
Robots have blood?
They have blue blood.
Does it reproduce like regular blood?
I don't fucking know. It's probably, like, I'm not gonna question the robots having blood since, you know, Alien, for example, had the robots that had milk blood.
You know, but that's different.
How?
Well, first off, that's clearly synthetic. If they don't grow it themselves.
Yeah,
the androids from Alien are not growing the blood in their body. If you drain the synthetic goo blood out of them, they don't grow more of it like blood cells.
I don't think the Detroit Become Humans blood produce. It's probably closer like coolant or some shit. I don't know, but it's referred to as like blue blood or something, or robot blood or something. but it's probably closer to like
But if
a
he's,
special oil or something.
but if he's like siphoning it out and dealing it in drugs, then like,
Oh no, he
how-
was using the drugs himself. Well, he was also the robot that you play is like the 4th adult robot that he's gone through.
Mm. Okay.
It's been a while since I've seen anything Detroit become human.
That's fair. Probably a good call.
Stories about the cloud,
Oh boy, the snake lady.
prophecy,
Her name is Whiptail.
how you came into
Ooh.
the world. A screeching, mucus and blood-covered portent of their
She's giving me food fight vibes, but like in a good way.
That's fair.
It's the mocap and the over-the-top voice acting, which I love. Imagine her dad. Oh, he is!
You're not
I was
listening.
about to make a joke.
Yeah, she basically force healed him.
Oh, God. No, I was gonna make a joke where then she walks away and he's like, "Wait, I'm not dead. I just went and passed out. That doesn't mean I'm dead."
I mean, I don't even know she does a force heal. They just do like an effect and then he gets back up. So
Probably a force heal. She can get away with doing force healing people back from death because she can't die yet.
oh yeah, this is where Whiptail is telling you that your dad planned to murder you for not being good enough.
Wait, did she not realize that before?
Yes, it's true.
Nope, she
I
did
don't-
not know that her dad attempted to murder her as a child.
She had dreams about it.
I mean, a dream is a dream. It doesn't mean it happened.
Nanako, your birth, her death.
I mean, definitely mean, regardless of whether or not it's a dream or a memory, it still does mean that there's some issues that need to be talked through.
You should have killed me.
No.
Like, if I had a dream where my dad tried killing me, I'd be like, whoa, what the fuck? Where the hell did that come from?
So we're sending him off, and we're gonna fight Whiptail.
Leave me.
Honestly, I think we should kill him.
My men will cut him to
What has he
shreds
done?
out there.
Like, what has he contributed?
Intentions are you.
He has been there.
It's not even the bare minimum.
It's so much better when you're angry.
This is a good fight.
Oh, you're in water.
Fuck.
I see. Oh, I see. She's got 2 bars of health.
She has 3, actually.
3. I thought that red was 2.
So her gimmick on her combos is that she'll start with one color and then she switches to the other for the last 2.
I see.
So once you get that pattern down, she's a lot easier to handle.
Neat.
She's still not easy.
I like her design. I'm a big fan of thick tails.
That's fair. Same.
Especially when they have utility.
Come on. There we go.
Oh god, that's horrifying. Hell yeah, she's got a whip.
We can stop this right now, sister. If you'll just give me a sword. My master
Wait.
wants it. And I
Why does she want the sword? Why do
It's
any
the
of them want
heavenly
the
sword.
Yeah, but why do they want them? It'll kill the user.
Because it's a sword made by a god that came to Earth with the prophecy that the god is going to return to pick it back up eventually.
So they want to kill the god?
No, they just want possession of the fancy sword. It's a treasure. Bohan is a collector. He's basically a conqueror who wants to own everything.
I can respect that. I'm a huge slut for vaults full of, like, ancient, powerful relics and shit.
Oh, not even Kratos is safe. Oh, you mixed up the combo, you bitch.
What, are the Blades of Chaos in the background or some shit?
We're gonna get there, but yes.
The Blades of Chaos are also in the background of the 2014 Twisted Metal.
No surprise. Same creator.
Yeah. They need to put Kratos in Twisted Metal.
Yeah, he's gonna show up in the TV show. They're gonna have Christopher Judge there and everything.
Is that an actual thing?
No,
or are
I
you
made
making
that
that
up.
up?
I just made that up.
Yeah. You know what? I would watch a God of War animated series, like one that's made by the Castlevania crew.
I think they're working on Blood Dragon now.
That's the one with
Far Cry.
Oh. When's the next Castlevania series coming out?
I think that's in like production hell right now because of scandals
Oh,
and lawsuits.
And also the writer's strike.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to say it's going to be involving Richter Belmont.
Probably. I think that's been confirmed already.
Yeah, I think it was either Richter or
No,
Simon.
no pot over here.
I hope if it's successful, they manage to get a third Castlevania series that's Circle of the Moon.
That could be fun.
Circle of the Moon was fun. I enjoyed it. It's a really good game.
It was like one of the biggest sellers for the series.
Oh yeah, it actually oversold the capabilities of the Game Boy Advance in regards to its soundtrack, because its soundtrack was so good that it set the bar too high, and very few Game Boy Advance games were able to meet the bar. The only other main criticism about it was that its palette was too dark, which makes sense because the original Game Boy Advance did not have a backlight. But in the Advance collection and in like Game Boy Advance SP version, like it's fine because you can actually see what's going on.
Dang it. Okay, she's hitting me a lot more than I would like.
Yeah. Well, you see, the trick to winning is to get your opponent's HP down to 0 while keeping yours above 0.
She's doing a lot of dodging and blocking. Oh, there we go. Finally. Let me check my combos. I know I have combo break. I know I have shield breakers. Square, 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 triangle. That's speed. And power stance. Triangle, triangle, square, square. Okay.
Video game character do you think would fare the best in Dark Souls.
Probably
They-
Kratos.
like- Yeah. Yeah, Kratos would dare to say Lordran.
But that's just like a power scaling issue.
Yeah, the stuff that he deals with is on a regular basis is like nothing compared to the. But he might have some trouble with the Silver Archers.
He can just zip line to them, you know that, right?
Yeah, you're right, and also he's got the Wings of Icarus.
There we go, finally. Let me grab you. There we go.
Oh, fucking drowning her.
Fellow sister, do you not understand what I am? I am what hides in the cold, dark waters of your mind.
I am the shadow of the moon at night, filling your dreams to the brim with fright.
We would like to interrupt this important boss fight to give you an old man stumbling in the dark.
Yeah, look how dark it is. Oh no, message for you, sir.
The message is die!
I like Monty Python. Why break it?
Because you don't want to pull it out.
Yeah, why not just leave it in?
Because you don't want it dragging you down? I mean, try running around with an
Oh.
arrow sticking out of you. It's cumbersome, you know? And it hurts a lot.
I don't think that would like an arrow stuck in me.
Alright. Shoot the snipers. Can do. Get that text out of the way already. Alright, Shen, my man. Time to go.
What happens if you shoot him?
I don't want to shoot him. I don't want to redo this. I can give it a go if you really want.
God, you shot him in the ass.
I shot him right between the cheeks.
I kind of want to see you kill him or shoot him.
Alright, let's give it a go.
Achilles him.
Alright, where is he? He's right there? Okay. Whoa. Fuck.
It's gonna be like Boromir.
I get the feeling it's just gonna pass right through him. Oh fuck, no, just game over. Okay.
Look, it's for the best. The guy was an asshole.
I mean, you're not wrong. But also, I gotta sit through this loading screen again. Fuck you.
Oh.
Dun 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 dun. The game is not frozen. Do not worry. It just loads forever.
Yeah, that was that was common for games in the mid 2000s.
Ah, and I have to sit through the cutscene again. Fuck you. Oh no.
Yeah, you can skip.
Okay, now I can. I was doing a test run of this game like a few days ago, and I couldn't skip cutscenes.
Skill issue.
I wonder why they give me a fucking health bar if I'm never actually gonna need it. Do any of these guys look like they can hurt me? No, nobody can hurt me.
They don't even know where you are. Because if they did, then they would be attacking you.
Yep. Oh, one moment. I need to shoot this for points.
Was it a bird?
No, it's a pot.
Nice. So what is it about her arrows that instantly kills a person regardless of where it hits? They don't think they're wearing stormtrooper armor.
Ease. It makes it easier. Fucker. The game's primarily not a shooter, so it just makes it easier if like all your arrows in just one tap.
Maybe she coated it in ricin.
I mean, if you don't do the aftertouch, it doesn't matter how many times you shoot them, they don't die, so... That motherfucker's trying to juke me. And I mean, an arrow in your spine is probably going to kill you no matter what, just saying.
I mean, it could just paralyze you.
Oh, he's paralyzed. Congratulations. Let me do a check. I'm pretty sure there's some dudes who are going to show up behind him.
Imagine if you got it into the room and managed to just hit the snake lady.
Imagine. Nah, they won't let me. That would be hilarious.
Coward. Absolute coward.
So is this something you think you'd want to continue or not? Because if not, I'll give you a spoiler for like late game.
I mean, we're like what, halfway through it?
We're on the ending of chapter 2 out of 5 chapters, so...
We can do it again next week.
Okay. I thought this was just more of a test, so that before we move on to like some other PS3 games.
You know, I think this is a good. Or we could do what we did with Sinuous Sacrifice and put it on hiatus for 3 months before revisiting it.
Maybe. I could probably give you spoilers then. You wouldn't remember.
Nah, I'd like to be in anticipation.
Fair enough. Oh, I got a guy coming up behind him. You can see because they show you him at any moment.
Yeah, there's a guy who's borderline Naruto running.
Don't worry. If you Naruto run, they can't hit you with their arrows.
Yeah, if you Naruto run, you'll be going faster than the arrows. Yeah, I fucking love the whole Area 51 thing. I especially love...
Oh, right in the eye!
Yeah, ooh.
That was juicy, okay. Fuck. Yes, before you ask, I have to protect him as he walks the entire length of this fucking bridge.
In the middle of a boss fight.
Hit him in the arm. I was aiming for his dick. Thigh.
Christ.
This wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the fact that it's like just really bad timing. Fuck.
As long as you can kill someone. Yeah, it completely kills all momentum with the boss fight.
Yeah.
They should have made the bridge be like half as long.
I mean, it is good that we're doing this right now.
Ominous.
Very. My homies who played Heavenly Sword know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna guess the bridge gets destroyed at the end of the boss fight.
Nothing that drastic.
Oh, you know what you can play?
Oh, what?
Shadow Colossus. We can add that to the list. It's already on the list, but we can add it again.
Well, if I ever get my hands on a copy, I'll think about it.
You can check the marketplace. See if the original PS1 version is
PS2.
or PS2 version is there. You don't want to do the Wait, did they ever patch the remaster?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I just
Probably
double tapped that, man. I didn't need to. I did that for fun.
Probably don't get the remaster then, just to be safe. See if there's the original PS2. For those of you who don't know, in Shadow Colossus, your stamina wield is tied to the frame rate. So, if in the HD remaster, whatever the fuck it's called, they upgrade it from 30 FPS.
I think I did it. We're done.
FPS. Hell yeah.
I can't aim any lower than this, so like I'm not gonna. So they don't summon any dudes at this after this point.
Yeah.
Shen's escape completed. Whoa.
Nice. And then he's gonna get an arrow in the back and die. But yeah, so Shadow Colossus Remaster's stamina depletes twice as fast.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's developer oversight.
Gosh, girls. Never listening to a word I have to say.
Well, the words he said has resulted in all this shit happening.
You're dead anyway. You have freed me, sister. No one will care when I gut you like a stinking fish.
So this is her last health bar, thank goodness, and they bring the pots back.
Oh no, the attack is homing now.
It was always homing.
Oh, I didn't
It's just
notice.
more obnoxious to dodge at this point.
You remember when they, when some modders slowed down the, weapon, the speed of the briefcase in Hitman? Do you remember that?
I wouldn't know. Oh, it had nothing. It wasn't modders. It was just the game. When you throw the briefcase, it
Yeah, it auto tracks, but it goes so fast that usually you don't really, like, people don't really very far from where they were when it was thrown. But some modders slowed it down so that you could actually see it in action. And it looks absurd. It is amazing.
Nope. This is semi-obnoxious because she dodges a lot. so you can't use your block breakers as much as you would like.
Oh, that's rough, buddy. I really like the Boiling Lake episodes of Avatar.
Those are very good.
I'm always a fan of Prison.
Prison Break.
Yeah, Prison Break. Not Prison Break the show. That show was garbage. And also, it had an even worse game for the Xbox 360?
Probably.
Maybe the PlayStation.
There we go. One of the good things about the boss fights is once you actually start hitting them, they take a ton of damage.
Oh yeah. It's always nice to see. Very tactile. I always love it whenever a developer goes out of their way to make sure that when you hit something, you really feel like you're like, and it's also like with the weapon attacks, like once, like for Dark Souls, for example, it has really good tactile response in terms of its attacks, you know. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. Like when you swing a very big weapon, it's slow because that makes it feel heavy, which it is. And in turn also makes it feel so much more stronger than it is.
There we go. That's a nice juicy combo hit.
Yeah, she is almost dead. Rip off her face. Rip her face. Oh. I like Face Off.
It's a solid film.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm just gonna grab that health pot.
Do it.
I doubt I'm gonna fuck up the quick time event, but just in case.
You gotta be careful. Too bad you can't parry her wave.
There we go.
Oh god. Are they juggling each other?
Pretty much.
Ooh.
All right, here's that ending you need.
All right, I'm watching.
I knew you'd bring it to me, Enrico. I could see it in your eyes.
Oh no.
I am a genius.
Andy Serkis.
I mean, you wouldn't catch me rushing back to rescue my father, though, crusty old pervert. Whiptail, you look terribly green around the gills.
I cannot feel my legs.
She can break her neck.
Let me feel them for you.
Ooh.
She said, "I can't feel my legs." And he said, "Let me feel them for you."
Yeah, creepy. Oh, he did break her neck.
So now I have it. The whole land will.
Imagine he just starts aging like in a Last Crusade.
2 days ago. Oh.
Oh.
I lost you. I needed you, but you left me. You're part of me now. And I'm part of you. Do not abandon me. Not now, I need you the most.
Are you ready for
We
chapter
were the
3.
Snake Lady all along.
Chapter 3, Kai's mission.
Next
Next time we have to play as Kai!
Hell yeah.
Yay!
Everyone's favorite human pet.
Please don't say that.
Okay. I won't.
Alright.
I do find that I do find Kai like really creepy.
Very, very, very weird vibes, gonna be honest. But she is
Yeah.
the daughter of a witch.
Okay, that explains it actually.
Yep, that's her backstory. Her mother was a witch. Bohan hunted her down because he coveted her power. And Kai went into hiding in the woods before she was found by Nariko and family.
Nice.
And they raised her ever since.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's where we're ending it. So,
All right. For those of you watching on YouTube, there's plenty of other stuff to check out on the channel. Our YouTube channel, Rogue Gaming, such as Dark Souls, and also, oh god, what are we playing? I don't even know what we're playing. I just finished Kirby 64.
we had Katamari for a bit.
We do have Katamari. We love Katamari.
I might return to that.
Yeah. Anywho, comment challenge of the day. What's your favorite type of weapon?
I'm very fond of anything with massive chains. Chain weapons are cool.
Agreed. Absolutely.
Side note, chain weapons are like some of the coolest to visualize because you can do a lot of stuff with them.
Yeah. I'm particularly a big fan of like sickles on chains.
Those are good too.
Yeah, like the kind that that one kid had in Inuyasha.
The villain kid who's a resurrected corpse.
Yeah, the Monster Hunter kid who's basically a pawn.
Yes, I know
For
exactly what you're
emotional
referring
trauma.
to.
Yeah, he's got a he's got a sickle on chains.
Fair enough. We good?
Yeah. Yeah, with that out of the way, there's no left to say but good night, everybody.
Good night, every heavenly sword.